Hey guys, AT-TAHARAH. So today we are going to be making liquid soap for general purposes. You own a laundry or you wash your clothes by yourself at home. So this video is for you on how to make liquid soap for general purposes. So stay tuned and enjoy the rest of the video. So you need your nose masks and your gloves because you know those chemicals, they are highly corrosive and some of them have very bad odor. So you need your nose mask, then you need your gloves to protect your hands. Now we are done with our hand gloves. The next thing is that for you to mix the chemicals you want to use. I will be listing the names of the chemical on the write-up on the video, so I won't necessarily be saying them with my mouth. So we just check the write-up in the video to see the names of the chemicals. And mind you, you need another person to assist you in the turning. When you are pouring the chemical, you can't be pouring in and turning. It will be very, very difficult for you if you are a starter. So you need another person to assist you in turning. Once you are putting the chemicals in, the person will be assisting you in turning. So this will avoid agglomeration and the chemicals stinking together. So that's why you need another person to assist you in the turning. Some other things you need before you start up is your turning sticks. At least you need 2 turning sticks. This one for you to dissolve the chemical before you pour in the bowl, and this one is for the bowl for the turning of the chemicals inside this particular one. So you need your smaller buckets for you to mix your chemical so that they will dissolve properly before you pour it in the bowl, because pouring everything in the bowl will take a longer time before it will dissolve. So you need those smaller buckets and smaller bowls for you to dissolve your chemicals before you pour them inside the bigger bowl. So here's the chemicals you are using for your multi-purpose liquid soap. If you reside in Auchi, there is one particular store where you buy those chemicals and they are going to number them for you in terms of the one that comes first, second, third, and subsequently the one you are going to be adding. If you look very closely, you'll see this very one is written as number 6. So it's written as number 6, meaning this one is the 6th chemical that is going to come in. So these are how they are numbered in this part of the state. I don't know how yours is done, but this how ours has done. So if you are a starter, you can just tell the person, okay, you can help me number them. So this one is number 1. This one is the example. Sorry, this one is the nitroso. Sorry, this is the first one that goes in. Then you look for the second one, and subsequently that is how they go in. So for the tetrapo, you are not going to dissolve the tetrapo. The tetrapo is the one that comes in first. It is the base. Like the science students will understand when we say this is the base polymer, this is the base substance. So the tetrapo is the base substance here. So you are not dissolving it in anywhere. You are dissolving it directly in the bowl. So you keep this aside. So here are the preservative and the perfume. So one will give your soap that fragrance, that pleasant odor, while the other one is to preserve your soap. If you are not going to use it immediately, or it's going to stay for a very long time before you use it, so you need those two, one for fragrance and the other one for preservative. This is number 2. This one is the caustic soda and the soda ash. So this one, you are going to dissolve this one before you pour it into the base. So this one should be dissolved. So we are going to start the dissolving now. So we are going to be dissolving the chemicals. Why are we dissolving the chemicals? It's for us to ease our mixing, because the primary aim of this soap is to have a homogeneous mixture whereby everything is homogeneously mixed together. So we are going to dissolve our chemicals now so that we can start pouring in. Once you are done with dissolving, every other thing is just simple. So let's go. So this is our soda ash and our caustic soda. So we are going to dissolve them in this particular bowl. So you can remove the number from the nylon, then you can place it on the bucket, so you won't forget the number that is in the bucket, because some of those chemicals, they look alike, you get. So you can just remove the number from the nylon and place it on the bucket like this. And remind you, you need another stick. Like I said, this one is for you to turn to make sure all those other smaller chemicals are well dissolved. So this is the number 2, which is the soda ash. So let's go there. So this one is the most tedious one. This one is the what is it called? I think it tells up with the sulfuric acid. So you are going to mix it together. So this one is very crucial. So this one you shouldn't mix it with water. Water should not touch this very one. So we are going to make sure this one is very harsh, it's very corrosive. So make sure say you know touch your hand as you do one. So you need your scissors if you find it difficult to tear the nylon. So you need your scissors. And mind you, remember this one is very corrosive. You have to be very careful. So you are going to make sure this one mix thoroughly together for you to have a homogeneous mixture. You make sure you mix it properly. You can see. So it has properly dissolved. So this is our SLS, the one that look like rice. SLS. So it's very difficult to dissolve. So we are done with our dissolving. So you have to wait for a little time for all of this to dissolve before you start pouring in those substances into your base. So you have to wait for a very little time for them to dissolve properly before you start pouring them in. So today we are making 35 liters of multi-purpose liquid soap. So after pouring in our water, we've measured our water already, sorry, forgot to say that. We've measured our 25 liters, and from that 25 liters, that's where we take portion from it to mix all those chemicals we've been missing. So with the remaining one, we're going to pour it here for us to start the process properly. So this is our nitrosol, which is the base, which is coming in first. So you have to be very careful when you are pouring in this nitrosol to avoid agglomeration. Agglomerate, like you get solid substance, then you know go melt finish. You will get small solid particle. That is agglomeration. I think that is a polymeric word. So that is why you need someone to help you in turning. Once you are pouring it in, the person will assist you in turning. So let's pour in our nitrosol. Now we are done with our base, which is the nitrosol. We are done pouring in the nitrosol into the water, which is our base. You can see how it is properly dissolved, no agglomeration, no solid particle. It is smoothly mixed. So now we can start pouring in our dissolved chemicals one after the other. So this is the reason why I say you should have it dissolved, because you know liquid to liquid is very miscible compared to liquid to solid. So for solid, you have to take more time before it to dissolve. So dissolving them in liquid will assist you to dissolve it in this particular base. So that is why you have to mix them outside before you start pouring them in. So we are done with our soap. People might think, okay, why is yours white? Why you didn't have color? Over the years when I've been doing this soap, I discovered that the color do stain my white. So because this soap I normally use to wash any type of fabric, colored, white, anyone. So I discovered it was staining my white, so I stopped adding color. But you can decide to add color to yours, no problem. Then if yours is as thick as this, it's very thick, you can still add more water. Maybe many for you. So if you found this video helpful, do like, share, and follow for more. So AT-TAHARAH, guys. Bye.